Hello aviators, this is Captain Tiger. Today we are going to get our Boeing 777 moving by the operation manuals and professional way. 777 pushback or tow out is normally accomplished with all hydraulic systems pressurized. Pressurizing hydraulic systems provides pilot normal braking when emergency stop needed. However, other than braking systems, nose and main gear steering and flight controls are also pressurized. Unwanted or accidentally flight controls inputs may occur. This presents serious hazard to ground personnel. Before pressurizing the hydraulic systems, pilots should obtain clearance from the ground crew or maintenance, especially when the tow bar is connected. Ground crew has to make sure the nose gear steering pin is inserted, bypass the steering hydraulic on the nose gear, free of movement of nose gear for towing, no personnel nearby flight controls, then clear the flight crew to pressurize. Good communication between the flight deck and ground personnel is essential for a safe operation. Note, pressurize the right system first to prevent fluid transfer between systems. After pressurizing hydraulic systems, pilots set takeoff pitch trim according to the FMC takeoff page. Make sure aileron and rudder trim are at 0. Now, here are the procedures and demonstration for hydraulic pressurize.
Ground from cockpit.
Go ahead.
Confirm bypass pin is inserted and ready for hydraulics.
Bypass pin inserted and ground clear for hydraulics.
Hydraulic pressurize. Set trim 6.5.
Before commencing pushback, the captain should ensure all appropriate checklists are completed prior to airplane movement. All passengers should be in seats, all doors closed, and all equipment away from the airplane, the tow cars connected, and the ATC en route clearance is obtained. Now, here are the procedures and demonstration for before start procedure, and followed up by the before start checklist. Quick review, finish all procedure items first before doing the checklist.
Before start procedure. Fuel in center. Before start checklist. Before start. Flight deck door closed and locked. MCP V2168, heading 251, altitude, flight level 250. Takeoff speeds V1165, rotate 166, V2168. CDU pre-flight. Completed. Trim 6.5 units, 0, 0. Taxi and takeoff briefing completed. Before start checklist complete.
Pilots now can request pushback clearance from the ATC, ground or ramp control, then begin the pushback.
LA ground, GTA 103, at gate 130. Request pushback and startup.
GTA 103, pushback and startup approved, tail to the north.
Pushback and startup approved, tail north, GTA 103. Ground from cockpit.
Go ahead.
We are cleared for pushback, tail north.
Roger, tail north. Release parking brake, please.
Parking brake released.
Commencing pushback.
The timing for engine start varies and differs from airport policies. Engine start during pushback may be difficult of small tow truck, or engine would ingest debris in the ramp area. Pilots also have to obtain clearance from the ground crew for engine start. For today's demonstration, we wait for engine start until the pushback completed.
Cockpit from ground, pushback complete, please set parking brake, ground cleared for engine start.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Parking brake set, start sequence, right and left. Start right engine. Start left engine.
After both engines are stabilized, pilots perform before taxi procedure and checklist, and disconnect tow truck from ground crew. Here's the procedures and demonstration.
Before taxi procedure. Flaps 15. Flight control check.
Avoid rapid inputs. This would trigger flight control faults. A complete cycle of the control wheel during the flight control check should be done slowly, more than 6 approximately seconds. And do not combine with the check of the pitch controls. Because 777 is a fly-by-wire aircraft, there's no need to examine the flight control system page while checking flight controls. Flight control check, verify control wheel, and column freedom of movement, and the controls return to center.
Ground from cockpit. We have good engine start, prepare airplane for taxi, show pin and signal on my left side. Bye.
Disconnecting. See you next time.
After ground crew is clear of nose gear, you can see it on the camera page, or just look outside.
Tow truck disconnected, bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
Rudder check.
Note, hold the tiller by hand while checking the rudder to prevent nose wheel movement. Lastly, after seeing bypass pin and hand signal from the ground crew, do the before taxi checklist.
Bypass pin and taxi signal in sight. Before taxi checklist. Before taxi. Anti-ice. Auto. Recall. Checked. Flight controls. Checked. Ground equipment. Clear. Before taxi checklist complete.
Now, we are ready for taxi. In the next video, taxi procedure and techniques will be introduced. If this video is knowledgeable and useful to you, please hit the like button to let us know. If you want to stay tuned for more aviation know-hows, please don't hesitate to subscribe to this channel. Happy landings!